Alright, welcome back every to episode of City of Skylines. So I was kind of looking around here, just kind of looking at the morning commute of a downtown traffic here. Or is this the afternoon commute? I think this might be actually afternoon. I was thinking it was morning, but looking at the time, I'm pretty sure it's afternoon. But still, it's as you can see, it's a little rough. It's if you showed this to my city, they would laugh at this. But you know, for this size of city, it is a little rough. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. We're gonna have to. I'm also gonna need to fix that. We're gonna have to just keep an eye on it, just see how it does. I mean, it's not as bad as it has been. I mean, I've seen this be about 5 times worse, but it's still pretty rough, especially for the size city. This is a pretty good little backup, but kind of what I was expecting for this anyways, this kind of area. So there's a few things we could do, but I'm going to kind of keep an eye on it, kind of keep an eye on where people are going. I think one thing that we're going to definitely want to do is start working on a one-way system in downtown here. It's going to be a little difficult by the way I've built downtown, but it should be doable. At least, you know, kind of figure out where a key majority of traffic is going and kind of, you know, use one ways to kind of hopefully push them onto streets that maybe can handle a little bit more capacity and whatnot. Is that European buildings? I'm not sure why that's showing up in here. I don't think I downloaded a building like that, but I hope you guys enjoyed the episode with the interchange that we did. I think this actually turned out pretty well. I've got to go back and put some pillars down in some areas. I've really got to figure out how to do that. I haven't really looked into it too much. I have to because there's just some areas where it's like, that's not totally right. But I've tried to put down pillars on my own, but they seem to want to snap to a road. So I got to figure out what's going on there. But I like this. I really do. And we got this little road in here. I was thinking of possibly breaking a road or a lane off of here, or even probably just back over here and actually making an off-ramp here. I think that would actually look pretty good. We may do an on-ramp as well, but we got to be careful with that there. One of the other areas we need to keep an eye on is this. This is just such a short merge area. As you can see, there's just so much traffic getting on here, and there's so much traffic already on here and also traffic trying to get off, that it's causing a little bit of a disturbance. So I think I've got this light finally sorted out in some ways. Sort of, in terms of timing, but you know, we're slowly working on it. So I think in this area, what I was kind of thinking is we actually had we had the offices just kind of spurt out of nowhere over here. I really was not expecting them to grow in like that, but I was thinking of putting some industry in here. Nothing too crazy, not a huge amount, but we need to be careful. One thing I did do off camera is I took these asymmetrical roads, and I forgot to turn on my Roads United, but I took these asymmetrical roads. I put this one on here so you know, right turn or left turns get their own lane, right turns get their own, and they can go straight. So that seemed to sort out a little bit of the traffic issues that we had going on with this road. As you can see, it's still got a little line of cars, but that's just because they're all there. I did it all the way back here, actually. I didn't even realize I did that, and I did that here as well. I think this one was my more concerned one, but it actually looks like this one, we may need to widen out this road or something. I'm a little, I'm really thinking of putting industry out here, but I think I need to let this area just kind of settle for a little bit, and we can kind of go from there. But I'm thinking in this episode, I really like how this turned out. It actually turned out pretty well. I also did try to do some line work as well, as you can see. So, you know, like if there's an only lane, usually there's a solid white line. So I think I'm going to actually go with this one because it actually fits a little bit more like these. It looks alright on here, but definitely on this area it just does not look right. It's too in your face. So, but I put the solid line here, and it actually looks a lot better. I need to put one over here. It actually looks a lot better when you have the Roads United on, but we don't right now because I always forget to turn it on. So what I'm thinking of doing here is I think we'll put some retail, and I think we're actually going to try and fit a little bit of residential back here. I think that's going to be good because we have look at the residential demand that we have right now. So, you know, whatever we put in, they're just going to grow really quick because they want, you know, they want housing. So, let's see if we kind of go at an angle like that. Yeah, that doesn't affect that side too much. So, let's cut it back. Okay, I guess about there is gonna have to do. Sorry, my voice is kind of weird right now. I feel like I need to clear my throat, but I don't think so. Okay, so then we want to just connect into there. I guess we could. Yeah, you know, that works. I kind of feel like that's off now. Maybe we should fix this up a little bit then. Cut that back. Okay, good. I was about to say, I didn't actually delete the right one, but yeah, I did. Okay. So just round it off a little bit. Unfortunately, it takes a little bit of the zonability away, but oh well. So these guys are... Oh, these guys actually are on the furniture. Okay, that's where the furniture ends. Is back here, right? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's kind of a little odd, but no, it makes sense. So, let's see here. So we'll put commercial back here because this will be right off the railroad tracks. I don't think I'm gonna put it on that side. I was thinking about it, but that just really wouldn't happen, to be honest with you. Not in the type of city I live in. So, and we're gonna do auto saving. When I was doing the stack interchange, every time the game would save, it made me cringe a little bit because I've really had an issue with actually it seemed to resolve itself. I think it was one of the mods I installed, but there for a while I had that issue for the past couple days where when it would save, sometimes it would randomly crash, and it was just like I would get to a point on that stack interchange, I'd be like, oh, that looks really good, and it would like almost always save, and I was just like, oh, I would cringe a little bit and just be like, okay, please don't crash, please don't crash. And it did well. It never crashed on me once, so I'm thinking it's working good now. But yeah, there for a little bit it was a little sketchy there. It was a little nerve-wracking, but we got through it. So along that road, this is probably gonna eventually be widened out anyways. Especially with these train tracks, we're probably going to try and get as much capacity under here as possible. And one thing I was thinking that we could do, and it actually would look pretty cool, is if this starts becoming a problem, we can actually dig... One thing we can actually do is actually dig these tracks under and actually bring them under this whole area, and that would clear up the entire crossing issue. So I think that would actually look pretty good, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave it like it is. You know, I'm going to wait until we get to the point where it's actually needed, and then we can, you know, redo these U-turns and stuff. But I like how the area looks, so I'm not going to touch it too much right now. It's not until it gets, you know, kind of gets out of hand that's when I'm going to be doing some stuff with it. So this curves out there, so that is a connector onto the highway, so we want to keep that in mind. And yeah, I like how that looks. I don't know. Did I do this on the camera? I can't remember. I redid some of these interchanges off camera. One of them that we need to do is going to be this one down here. Is it that one? Yeah, I think it's this one here. So, yeah, this one. So what I'm thinking is we'll have an off-ramp that'll come off there, and then the on-ramp will come on, you know, still under here. But we'll have the off-ramp back here so that way there's no conflict there. It's not an issue right now, but I foresee it being an issue, so I basically already planned for it. Alright, so we're going to just make this all commercial along here, because that makes sense to me. Should we do it along here? I think this road may need to be widened out at some point, but I'm not going to mess with it right now. How should we do this area? So I'm thinking... Here, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's got no sidewalk on it. What if we put housing here, left a little bit of room, which I don't think that's really leaving much room. If I can get the thing to go straight, there we go. Yeah, that's not leaving much room. But if we leave a little bit of room and we have housing right here, but we won't develop on this section. So on this side and this side, there won't be any development along this road until after that, or whatever we decide. I think that's pretty good. And then we can actually kind of build this area over here. I want to get the fence done over there too. I need to do that off camera. Get that done. Do we want to just do a bunch of just cul-de-sacs? No, I want to join these guys up. So can we connect like right in there? Would that be? I think that would be at least 3. I think that actually looks pretty good. So if we get the next, should we leave a little bit of space? Yeah, actually, I think a little bit of space would look good. So if we do that, right? Yeah, we'll just do something like this, and we're actually gonna connect into this frontage road here, but we're gonna do it at a different point here. We'll see if we get to where I want to do it. I think that's actually a little too much. That one I'm gonna leave. It's a little bit more than I would like... Was I on one-way roads? It wasn't, was I? No. Just scrolled over probably because I tried to zoom in. So let's just go 2 past. I guess that's a... Yeah, that's a little bit better. Let's actually on this one, let's go right next to it. And let's go 1 past on that one. Yeah, that'll work. And then if we need to widen that road out, that should be good enough. And I think we'll leave that alone. And then we're actually going to... I was kind of hoping to be able to connect in here, but it's too close to that. Where should we connect this neighborhood in? We could connect right here. It's going to mess up that. Oh, no. It's going to do good. Okay. And... we could do a little bit of a neighborhood back here. We don't want to get... I don't want to get too close to this school. And I don't want to get too close to the road either. You know, we don't want to get too much, you know, stress on the intersections here. So, but let's do something kind of a little unique to this area. How does that look? We could do like cul-de-sacs, but I kind of want to... Here, let's do this. It's going to limit the size of the plots a little bit, but I think that's okay, and I think it's actually going to look pretty good. Unfortunately, this area is going to be a little rough, but I think it's going to look good. And we need to make sure to have the ability to get water out here. Well, we have the ability to, but we need to make sure to actually get water out here. Yeah, let's build houses along this road. Make it look like, because I mean, houses were there before we built the freeway, so that's what I want it to kind of continue to look like. And they can deal with the traffic as it comes. Sucks to be them, right? Luckily in this game they can't try and fight that sort of stuff. They have to just deal with it. Well, I guess you kind of have to as well, because they don't like something that you do. Like if there's too much pollution or too much noise. Well, I haven't really seen them complain about noise, but if there's too much pollution, or if you know you don't provide something, or you delete their house, then they're gone. So, or they'll at the very least complain. I guess in some ways you do have to deal with it, but nothing like a real city. Okay, so that's a fair amount of housing, and then maybe we'll fill in this area. So what do we got here? So we got the high school. Yeah, I think we'll fill in this area too, because we have a lot of housing demand. We might as well just get it done, and that's pretty well done actually. So we just run one along this frontage road here. Then I guess one more. I thought for some reason I was thinking that would cover it, but yeah, looking at it now, I don't know why I thought that one. Those guys are kind of covered. Let's see, if we kind of follow the frontage road and then we just kind of follow this frontage road, and then that can be the end of the line for a lot of those pipes there. Something like that, and like that. Let's go and end that one there. And I'm thinking that here very soon we're going to jump to the other side of this freeway as well. But I think in the coming episodes we really need to work on getting an airport up and going. I've been putting that off because of this freeway, but now I know where the freeway is. So I think the airport is going to come off of this road here, and it's going to sit... I think originally it's going to sit in here, but I think as time goes on we're going to build it out and it's going to become this area. I've got a lot on my plate when it comes to that airport, because I've been watching some other YouTubers that, you know, did the airport, and I've been looking at some airports, and I'm not going to get it anywhere near their level, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. How do we want to do this? I think we're going to avoid connecting... Yeah, I think we're going to avoid connecting into this road. Okay. And I think this is where we're going to kind of break the grid a little bit. We're not going to go crazy on it, but we're not going to do what we've been doing. So let's just do something like that. And let's see if we can kind of get something similar. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just something kind of close. Yeah, that looks alright. And we can always use the move it tool as well if we need to. So again, we're not going to go completely off the grid, if you get my pun there, but we are not going to completely follow the grid either. So now I'm not sure what to do with this over here. Oh yeah, this is going to eventually be widened out as well, so these guys that dip down will be alright. yeah, let's just kind of do that. And let's just do something like that. Yeah, just kind of break it up a little bit, make it a nice little neighborhood. Nothing too extreme. Just break up the repetitiveness a little bit. So let's go ahead and actually cut this one back a little bit sharper. And maybe do something like that. Yeah, that actually looks alright. And the exit of the school is right there. Are these one-ways or? Yes, they are. Of course they are. I should know myself. I don't really want to build off that road, but it's like at the perfect spot. I guess we could. It's not that big of a deal. Let's actually kind of come straight out a little bit if we can. Kind of come as straight as I can. And then we'll kind of curve down. And kind of do something along those lines, possibly. You know, that actually looks pretty good. I'm not sure what to do over here. We could just do some cul-de-sacs. Or we could do... Actually, I've got a better idea of what to do. So I think what I would like to do is kind of curve this down. And around, and then we'll connect that into whatever. Yeah, it doesn't have to connect it in perfectly to whatever's around there. And then we will actually have one connection off of this road, which we'll need to work on with lines and stuff. Maybe we'll have one more over here. Is that? I think that'll actually be okay. So we can do that. It kind of broke up that nice little set of boxes that we had, unfortunately, but oh well. So then this one, I don't want to connect directly in. I don't want to give them a direct path through the neighborhood. Is that too much? I think that's too much. It should actually come from... Let's actually go from this one here. And then let's curve into here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And I did the grass. That does not sound good. I did the one with the grass on it there. Oh, I'm not helping the situation very much. Okay, so that's good. Do we want to come off that road or do we want to? I think let's actually try and get that one kind of close here. And let's just do something simple. I want to leave a little bit of space on that one. And I'm going to end that one there. And we'll do one more. That will then connect into there. Yeah, that'll be alright. That'll be good. And then, yeah, I want to leave that little bit of space there. That looks good. That's a pretty good sized little neighborhood that we have going on there. And one thing that'll be nice about this is that we can do we have the right tool? Yes, we do. Is we can just simply go like this, I hope. Yep. And then we can just clean up all the spots that we don't like. So like that and like that. You guys have seen me do this so much. Let's see, go like that. And I think that's pretty good. That's all pretty good. Nope. And nope. Don't like that. Let's see here. These two need to go. Good. I didn't wipe out any of those. I kind of went on blind faith there. And we'll get rid of that. Don't really need to get rid of those, but I'm going to. That's good. Around here, okay, I already kind of got that. Actually worked out pretty well. There's not too many bad spots around here, which is nice. That's already taken care of because I've already been over there. Okay. We don't want that. And we don't want that. And then as these houses grow in, we can kind of budge them around a little bit too, just to kind of fill up the space and make it look a little bit more, you know, filled in and more legit if we want to. I think that one needs to go. That's good. And what do we have? Okay, those are good. Alright, I think, and we want houses along this road? Yeah, I'm gonna allow houses along that road. That's gonna be good. Okay, so this is pretty well watered. We just need to run these pipes straight along here. And there we go, connected to there. We may need one more. No, we didn't really build on that side. We could draw these down. We don't really need to. Alright, so that's pretty good. So if we hit play, we should start seeing some good building going around here. And really hoping that traffic will do alright in this area. We have a lot of traffic coming out of the oil fields, surprisingly. Like, what do we have going on over here? Not enough electricity. Oh, they're running off of the, are they? Or are we just running out of electricity on this? I think we're just running out of electricity. Okay. So, is there any place else in town that's... Because that's blue, so that means it's connected into the city. And these guys are all connected in. Okay, well let's put down, or let's turn on. Let's go and... I'm gonna fix this power system up. It needs work, but... Oh, what's your problem? Not enough fuel. Oh, what's going on out here? Oh, that's right. I need to go back and fix this light. Oh man. I put up a timed light to test a few things, and something went wrong. So for now, I'm gonna actually let's see here. I'm gonna remove the time light. Yeah, so hopefully people will be able to get around now. That's a problem. That's why we're having poor fuel situation here. I tell you what, let's just put another one of these down for now, just to get power out here. What's your deal? Yes, you're just stuck. Okay. Yeah, look at the traffic that's done. I wish I was paying attention to that, because I was kind of messing with the time light, and I think I messed up one of the values, and I wasn't really paying attention to it, and that's what we get. So hopefully that'll fix itself. We definitely have a lot of traffic coming into the port now. I think it's more than before, which was I was expecting when we opened up this highway. Definitely was expecting that. I think it looks pretty good. This area, I'm not sure I like it, but someone just seems a little off, but I can kind of fix this up. I already kind of tweaked some of this, and I didn't even notice that. I have the on-ramp coming out of the... Okay. Out of the on-ramp for the freeway. I didn't even... When did I do that? I don't even remember doing that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that up later on. Like things like this ramp could use a little bit of work, but aside from that, it's pretty good. Do we have houses? Yes, we do. Of course, we have houses building in. Do we have any commercial building in? I guess is a bigger question here. No, I didn't expect it to. We dropped housing demand pretty quick. Where are we at? We're at 80,000 people. All right. I think... Yeah, I need to probably go back and up the speed on this road again, because I think I'd change it to like 50 miles an hour for the frontage roads. So I want to be careful, though, putting the speed up too high, because I did that when there was no freeway, just to kind of encourage people to use that. But you got to be careful putting that up too high, because they might actually get off and use it and get stop the light, because they go by speed. They don't even go by the fact that they have a stoplight they might have to stop at. It's like, even though it'd be quicker for them to be on the freeway going like 10 miles an hour slower, they pick this because it's faster, even though there's a stoplight. It's just, it kind of blows my mind a little bit, but, you know, I understand. You know, I kind of get the gaming, you know, it'd be very hard to predict. I guess it could just be like, oh, are there any stoplights on this road? Yes, and then don't use it. Are there any stoplights on this one? No. Okay, well then use that one, but, you know, this is a long on-ramp, but it is up about, what, 24 meters or 20 or 36? I think it's 24. There's a lot of traffic going straight through, that's for sure. Going straight into downtown, which we may need to work out, and it slows up quite a bit through here. Yeah, we need to be watchful of this. How's this intersection over here? Yeah, this is the problem that we have. It's just there's so much traffic into downtown. So I think, you know, one of the easy solutions, of course, is going to be buses, which I'm going to be working on as well. There's just so many projects that we need to get done in the city, and so much we need to work on, and so little time. And well, actually, it's just everything takes up a lot of time. I mean, the interchange that took me an hour. You know, doing the actual freeway project. You know, between the frontage roads And the actual freeway itself, that was what, another probably 2 hours right there. You know, it takes time. It's pretty crazy when you start looking at it, especially when you start recording. You can really see this time you're spending on it, and it's kind of mind blowing a little bit. So yeah, but I'm happy. I'm glad that we got things going, and we're definitely moving now. So we just gotta make sure the city stays moving and go from there. So as always, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out all the other videos I do on this channel. And as always, thanks for watching.